Moving on to another challenge, self-marketing. For me, I've done a little bit over the years, but I realized that, especially with the margin that we have with what I was making, I don't have the time to market to a ton of people. So I ended up hiring out a great company who already had thousands and thousands of contacts. And it just made sense to me to pay the monthly amount that they would send out the emails for me. I would customize them. They would give like a sample and I'd be like, I don't think I want to do that. I want to do this. I want to put it in my voice if I'm reaching out to somebody cold calling. In all honesty, it took a long time to see some progress, especially when the founder of the company, that was his main thing. Like he doesn't have any agents and he's making well over six figures doing it. So it's like, oh, well, this should be a no-brainer. And it took a while. And something like that, you have to play the long game. It took over a year. I think I might have booked maybe a couple small things in that time, but nothing to cover what I spent per month for a whole year. And then it started getting better until I ended up stopping it not too long ago because the ROI wasn't there. Now, I still had the contacts of the people who did reach out to me, so I could go back and market to them on my own if I want to. I'll probably go back to the company at some point, but the clients that did reach out to me, I can now market to them, and the past clients that I did book through who did like me, I could continue to market to them. And the good thing about that too is just making those contacts and realizing, oh, even though these people got the emails and didn't hire me at that time, this year, what I did make money on were those people coming out of the woodwork and hiring me for jobs, which just amazed me. As the agency bookings went down, that rose. So there was still some offsetting time there, and it was beneficial. So just an encouragement that if you go that route, whether it's you're doing your own self-marketing and finding these companies and marketing directly to them, or you're using a company, you're playing the long game and you never know what will happen.
Essie had a question about that. What exactly was the company doing? And do you feel comfortable about sharing how much you were spending?
Well, it's
sorry.
too late now.
I know. But I think that's really helpful, right? To everybody to know like what exactly this is cost. It doesn't need to be.
Yeah. So what was the first question?
About what exactly the company was doing. Was it lead generations? They sort of, but more in depth. They were hand holding you a little bit on that.
They were doing everything for me. They had all the contacts and they would send out, I wasn't the only client, but they would send these emails out, and I think they would spread it out, send this batch to this group and then send another batch to another group so that there wasn't too many people sliding into their email.
They are not giving Mike the list of people to contact.
Yes.
They have the list. They are just marketing to that list on behalf of Mike to try and get Mike jobs. And then those people would just contact Mike directly. The great thing about that is that the people that did book Mike, now he has that relationship. And there's been some like additional work, right, from some of those people.
I want to say it was either $2.99 or $3.99.
Not $2.99.
Correct.
Were they contacting the companies as Mike, or were they shopping you?
So basically, I would get an email through their company. And so whoever reached back out so they could keep track of it, it would go to them first, and then they would forward it to me. And then I could keep in touch with them from my regular email. Yeah.